upgraded my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't Fox. We call them Chauncey cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and we're underway from Seattle. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Go set. Lady. Set.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Good start to this one for him. Their first offensive snap picks up 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
We go set. Reset.
Running with Walker again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They've got first down here from the 36.
We go set. Reset.
Staying with Walker. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 5 on the play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. It's a get one on the opening series. That has got to feel good for this offense.
One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Hey, hold on.
Murray taking it right to the air. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance at a stand here with 3rd and 1. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Bo is there, Trey McBride. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At their
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have it on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Murray. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still up.
Oh, Murray lost it! And the Seahawks have it. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
at the 50-yard line.
This is Walker on 2nd. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Now Darnold, 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Air it out on 3rd. Off his back foot, they're going to intercept it. And the Seahawks are stopped, and they're going to have the football out beyond their own 30.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for them from the 31. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. and it falls to the ground.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On first and 10, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is second and 4. Connor here from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down from the 42. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals get their first points of this game just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson.
yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Murray from the pistol. Left side into the hands of McBride. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Here's Connor off the pistol give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Looking underneath here for Connor. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a third down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Looking to throw. It's caught by Harrison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10 now from the 46. Straight ahead, it's Connor. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Buzz. I need you, quicker. Push. Hey, Larry! Hold.
Kyler throwing here. Into the hands of Harrison. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down carry for Connor. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's second and 13. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try to run it with Connor. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Manages a gain of 3 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Connor. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gains.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run the counter to Connor. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Cardinals in range for a game-winning score. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Connor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. One more time with Connor. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. So from the 2, they're running a 3 tight end look. Going power with a big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Trailing by one score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Seattle.
On an unseasonably cool afternoon here in the desert Southwest, the roof is open, and it's time for football at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10
yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Warren will try the right side. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running left, it's Warren. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll find Metcalf. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Rodgers again now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
Hey, we're not going. Hey, 88. 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. We'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down. 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's good for us.
Throwing is Rodgers. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Connor Hayward taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw is Murray. And that one complete once again to Higgins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now from Murray. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Murray to air it out again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be swung out here for Conner. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll dump this one off to Conner. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Higgins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's taken down inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give the game well. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On play action, now Rodgers. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This is 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just...
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll get that complete to Harrison.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Murray again. This is Connor. He's in for the touchdown, and in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they give me a team. 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 They want to scheme. Cause I'm on the scene. And she on the team.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arizona. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
A second down throw for Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for Lions. First down.
On first down, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. He couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill! Average wall. Two.
On 2nd down, Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2. And he's in for the 2. So just like that, a quick 8-0 lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Murray now going to throw to open. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. Space to run inside the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 6-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, and even 30 yards.
Hey, kill!
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
And they're on the 26-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. That one underneath here to Connor. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it. 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up
2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down.
Relying on your kicker to throw the ball in an actual NFL game is certainly one choice, and that play from the jump just didn't seem like it had much of a chance. I mean, next time your kicker comes out there, just let him do his job and kick it.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180. Super 1.
From the gun, it's Goff. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
12.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
180.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
2-2.
Murray now. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 4-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2-2.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Off the play fake, here's Murray. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play action. It's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On third down, Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will go all the way. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end. Zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Williams on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Obama. 180. 76. Tell him. 76.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and falls incomplete.
The Lions call their first time out as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
180.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Oh, a huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Murray now to throw on 1st down. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Cardinals...
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards.
That's a 33-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Murray.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Wilson, touchdown, Arizona.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He'll start at the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions 1st down.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
2 yards on the pickup.
A 2nd down throw for Goff.
At the 43-yard line.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third, they need 8. Now Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
That's good for Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff on the move left. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Now you 3. Cut. White 20. DC.
Goff to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Mack Wilson. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
Cardinals 14.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Go on, hurt.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A loss of 7. Brings up
now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
12. Hardball.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 3rd.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
14.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. He'll get that one out to Connor. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Here's Murray to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I know sauce. Hold on, man. Green.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.